Pigeon, pigeon. Isn't life funny? You just cannot predict anything. Hi, I'm Kylie and this is For the Record. Tension 2 is about ... I've expanded the tension world. So tension, which was just plain tension, which is now being referred to as tension 1, opened a lot of doors for me with Padam Padam. So we wanted to keep the party going, and that gave way to Tension 2, which is the first sequel album I've ever done. And it's been a lot of fun to expand the world and just have more playtime. It's like at school, you've got extra playtime. I've never said that before, but I decided to make Tension 2 basically when the list was getting long enough with collabs that I'd done this year and the songs that we'd worked on to have as bonus tracks. It kind of looked like a body of work. And I remember calling my A&R at the label and saying, what do you think? Like this feels like another album, like not the next album, but more of an album than a kind of bump up. So imaginatively, we came up with the title of Tension 2, or we were just calling it Tension 2 and it kind of stuck. There are some fun lyrics on Tension 2. I mean, from the get-go, I'm enjoying people's version of, there's lights, camera, action, but the tag being, that's it. Firstly, people understanding that it is that's it and it's not let's go or it's now or it's time. It's like, that's it. And I just love hearing people do that. There's a line on a song, it's the one more kind of emotional song on the album. And I just love the way it reads and it sings and it's syncopation. And it won't make sense till you hear it, but it's from a song called Shoulda Left Ya, which is about like, shoulda left you on the dance floor, like shoulda left while the going was good. But the line is, so I put on my lipstick and painted my nails cherry, cherry red.
Excuse me, I just want to say padam to you.
Shut the f***.
I love
you.
So many memories recording this album. It was kind of all over the place. I learnt how to self-record and edit and do all of those things in lockdown, and I've never looked back. It's made such a difference to me to be able to take ownership of my recording, record when I want. Is it 3 a.m? Is it 8 a.m? Is it a side table in a hotel room in Paris? Is it in a wardrobe? I mean, at random places. You wouldn't believe some of the places I've recorded. The most challenging song to record, Edge of Saturday Night with the Blessed Madonna, was quite a trip. Well, I've got the luxury of just doing 1,000 million takes. If I was in the studio and like, we need this in 2 hours, I would have done it. I just get very picky about everything. I go forensic, but it means I can be fully satisfied in the end that I left no stone unturned. Which song am I particularly proud of? Oh my gosh, I mean, all of them, because they all have to kind of not fight to find their way onto the album, but it's a process. Now that I'm thinking of that process, I always I feel a bit for the songs that were left behind. You work on a lot of songs, and some of them are like so close to making it and they just miss. Some are terrible, but you've got to go through that to get to the good ones. So yeah, I can definitely get way too attached. Tension 2 album cover, I was actually on a swing, like a moving swing with ropes, which, come to think of it, I probably didn't need to be on. In getting that picture, there was a lot of tension to deal with. I mean, I'd torn 3 ligaments in my ankle as well, so I was kind of struggling. But that aside, to me, the album cover looks a little bit throwback, a little bit back to Fever. It's like the grown-up sister or something. So when Tension was released, it was unbelievable because it all seemed to happen on my phone. Like, I literally, as fast as I could scroll, there seemed to be another meme, another parody, another homemade video, and I could not have loved it more. It was just sensational, and that's started again now with Lights, Camera, Action. So if you're part of that, thank you. Favorite Padam meme? There were so many. Pigeon, pigeon. Isn't life funny? You just cannot predict anything. Padam was happening and a pigeon flew into the pub or wherever they were, and she started singing Pigeon instead of Padam, and it was just iconic. Which song on Tension 2 would I have loved my younger self to hear? I would easily go for Lights, Camera, Action. I loved music, I loved pop music. Maybe I would have felt it was talking to me. Oh, there's so many dream collabs. I mean, of the people who are really happening right now, I mean, Chapel, Sabrina, any day of the week. And if that doesn't happen, I love their music. I can definitely say this much, that as an artist, I have such an appreciation for the experience that I have garnered. And I say that no one gives it to you. You can't buy it, like you have to earn it. And I know how hard that was sometimes and what obstacles I had to overcome, and gaining experience becomes a very different situation now, 30-something years later from when I started. And personally, I probably haven't changed too much. I'm still the clown at the party. I still have a real sense of wonder and curiosity, easily excitable and very often just awed by life. So sometimes I think not much has changed. Thanks so much for watching, and make sure you check out my album, Tension 2.